Welcome to page 841. Brennan, Fassbender, okay. Weird. Did you help take her clothes off? Brennan, no. Weird. How did she get all her clothes off? Brennan, Steven, weird. That's gotta be hard though. Don't you think trying to hide somebody and take their clothes off by yourself? I think you helped, didn't you? Brennan, no. Weird. So, when you took her out to the garage, show me again how she was tied up with your hands. Brennan, like this. Weird. Okay, all right. Fassbender. If she's alive and everything when you carried her out in the garage, is that true? Brennan, yeah. Fassbender. Was she trying to hit him or anything? Brennan, she was trying to. Fassbender, yeah. Who held the door open for him to get out into the garage or out of the house? Brennan, I did. Fassbender, Brendan? Oh, go ahead. Brendan, when you got home that night, did you wash any of her clothes? The truth. You don't have to think about the answer, Brendan. No. Page 842. Fassbender. Were they washed from between the time you went home that night and the time we got them? Brendan. No, like a few times. Fassbender. A few times? So you wore them again, those jeans? Brendan. Twice. Fassbender. And that's the best of your memory? Brennan, Fassbender. That they were washed. Did Stephen tell you to wash them? Brennan, no. Weird. I just have a few things for closing when you're done. Fassbender, okay. Another question again. Teresa and you are important here. That's all that matters right now, not Stephen. You're being selfish. In our first interview, you talked about helping Stephen put the hood on the car and branches and stuff like that. Did you help him do that? Don't think. Did you help him do that, Brennan? Yes. Fassbender. That's what I thought. Because you wouldn't have known that otherwise. So when and how did you help him do that? Again, don't have to think. When did it happen? At night? Brennan. Yeah. Fassbender. So, you did go down to the pit with him that night, Brendan. Uh-huh. Fassbender. That's what I thought. Tell me about that. Brendan. Well, the way we got down there was the back way, where behind this cabin. And because there's a field right there, there's trees behind them, there's a field there, there's a way back there. Page 843. Fassbender. Yeah. Brendan. So that's the way we took, and then we went down in the pit and put it right by the lake so it wouldn't take that long to crush it because it was close to a place where they crush. Fassbender. I think Teresa's starting to be happy with you right now because I think that's the truth. And then what'd you do after you put the car there, Brennan? We started throwing branches and a car hood on it. Fassbender. And then what happened? Is this when you saw him do something to the car? Brennan. Yeah. Fassbender. Tell me what. Brennan. Well, he went under the hood and did some stuff, but I didn't see him. Fassbender. Okay. And what else? Brennan. He took the license plate off? Fassbender. All right. And then anything else that he did? Brennan. Not that I know of. Fassbender. Okay. And then where did you go from there, Brennan? Then we started walking up to the house? Fassbender. Uh-huh. Fass Brendan. And by the time we got back, it was close to 10 o'clock. Fassbender. Right. Brendan. Then I went home and I talked to my mom a little bit and went to bed. Page 844. Fassbender. Okay. On the way back up, what did you do with the plates? Again, Teresa's here, and she's thanking you for being honest. Do you know what he did with the plates? Brennan. No. Fassbender. You don't? Is that the truth? Brennan. Yes. Fassbender. You say that right in front of Teresa now? Brennan. Uh-huh. Fassbender. Because this is your chance to help her, right? Fassbender. Okay. When you went home that night around 10 o'clock, are you sure your mom was home? Or could you be mixing up with another night? Brennan. No, my mom was home. Fassbender. Okay. Then later than 10 o'clock earlier or don't know? Brennan. Maybe a little after 10 o'clock? Fassbender. Okay. The bed sheets and the bedding. Do you know whether or not that was taken off and burned? Because the first time you said you thought it was. Again, we just want the truth, not what other people are saying. Teresa wants the truth. The Hallmarks aren't going to be happy with you that you did this, but they're going to be happy that you're telling the truth. You understand that, right? Okay, the sheets and the bedding. Did it get destroyed or not? Brennan. Yeah. Fassbender. Who did that? Brennan. Steven. Fassbender. He did that? You see him do that? Brennan. No. Fassbender. How did you know he did that? Page 845. Brennan. Because that 2 days after I was over there, he said that he got rid of them. Fassbender. And how did he get rid of them? Brennan. He burnt them. Fassbender. Okay. Just a couple more things here, and Mark might ask more also. We talked about ejaculating, right? And then did you ever hear it called coming when a person comes? Brennan, yeah. Fassbender, yeah. When you had sex with Teresa, did you come? Brendan, no. Fassbender, no. Did you have an erection? Was your penis hard? Brendan, yeah. Fassbender, okay. Did it stay hard while you were having sex, or did it get soft again? Brendan, no. Fassbender, no what? Brendan, it stayed hard. Fassbender, okay. Did you did you see Stephen have sex with Teresa? Brendan, no. Fassbender, for Teresa now. She needs the truth. Did you see Stephen have sex with her? Brendan, no. Fassbender, no? Okay. Now's the time to really get stuff off your chest, too. Mark asked you and Stephen ever had sex, and you said no, but did Stephen ever, let's talk about, you know, what masturbating is? Page 846. Brennan, yeah. Fassbender, did you and Stephen ever masturbate together or anything like that? Brennan, no. Fassbender, it's all right. Did he ever touch you? You don't need to think about that question. Did he ever touch you? It's all right. Now is the time. Brennan, what do you mean by touching? Fassbender, in places that you felt uncomfortable with. Brennan, sometimes. Fassbender, yeah? And what places were those? Brennan, my private and pause. Fassbender, you know? Brennan, you know in there. Fassbender, okay. And that's all right that you talk about this. This is the time to talk about it because it's important. It's important to know, and for the courts and everyone else to know what you've gone through. It makes us feel a lot more for you, okay? By private, you mean by your penis? Brennan, mm-hmm. Fassbender, did he touch you on your penis? Brennan, well, sometimes he would try to grab it. Fassbender, uh-huh. And were you unclothed at that time? Brennan, no. Fassbender, how did he try to grab it? Brennan, through the pants. Page 847. Fassbender, oh, okay. And what did you tell him when he did that? Brennan, I was trying to get him off me. Fassbender, yeah. Did you ever touch his? Brennan, no. Fassbender, did he ask you to? Brennan, no. Shakes head, no. Fassbender, did he ever show you his? Brennan, no. Shakes head, no. Fassbender, you sure? Brennan, yes. Fassbender, did he ask to see yours? Brennan, no. Shakes head, no. Fassbender, just tried to grab yours through your pants a couple of times or sometimes. Brennan, yeah. Fassbender, is that accurate? Brennan, yeah. Fassbender, did he ever say anything when he was doing that? Brennan, no. Shakes head, no. Fassbender, and you told him no, or just tried to get him off you? Brennan, just trying to get him off me. Page 848. Fassbender, by getting him off of you, what was he doing? Pushing against or leaning against you or anything like that? Or, Brennan, well, it was like wrestling and Fassbender, oh, and he grabbed you down there? Is that all he ever done? Brennan, yeah. Fassbender, because we need to know now. It's not going to help to tell us a month from now, 2 months from now, 2 years from now? Because then they're going to go, Brendan. Why didn't you tell the investigators at that time? Is there anything else he did to you sexually? Brendan, no. Fassbender, was Jody ever involved in anything? Brendan, no. Fassbender, have you told Mark everything now that truthfully? Brendan, yeah. Fassbender, and now we just got about the car. That was something you didn't tell Mark, right? Fassbender, is there anything else? The knife, the burn barrel? You've got a chance to talk to Teresa right now because I believe Teresa's in heaven and she can hear you. Do you believe that? Brendan, yeah. Fassbender, so now's your chance to talk to Teresa and really help at least your inner self, right? Think about everything that we talked or Mark has asked you about. You didn't tell us the truth about the car, and I have a feeling I know why. We knew the route that the car took, and you just finally told us that. What else, if anything, is there that we need to clear up before we're done today? Brennan, no. Fassbender, are you sure about that? Page 849. Brennan, well, one time he beat on me. Fassbender, he did? When was that? Brennan, like December something? Fassbender, after Teresa's or after you guys killed Teresa, right? This last December? Brennan, I think. Fassbender, what did he do to you? Brennan, well, my family was gonna go to. No, wait, it couldn't have been this year. It was last year. Fassbender, okay. It's good that you're thinking like that, and you're being honest, Brennan. Yeah, because we had to go to my stepdad's family because we usually wait a group of birthdays to go. Then we go over by someone's house. Fassbender, makes sense. Brennan, and because there was one night in October for me and a group, and my family didn't want to go, so when they went for Blaine's and then that I didn't want to go, so they were trying to get me into the vehicle, and then when they couldn't, they called Steven. He tried to help, but they couldn't do it, so they left me alone, and they said they didn't. They decided that they weren't going to go, so I stayed outside with my shirt off because they pulled it off when I was trying to get me into the Suburban. So after that, about 10 minutes later, my mom came over. She was looking for me, and then when she heard a noise, she came over by me and she said, come in the house and talk to her and tell her why I didn't want to go. And I told her, and then after that, we went. Fassbender, what was the reason you didn't want to go? Burnett, because I was pissed off at him for not not go to mine. Fassbender, okay, that makes sense. And when you say Stephen beat on you, was it when you were trying to get you in the car, or was it after that? Page 850, Brennan, when they were trying to get me off the ground, and because there was my mom, Blaine, Brian, Bobby, and Stephen trying to get me into the Suburban, but when they couldn't do that because it was really hard for them to get me up. Fassbender, so you are strong? Brennan, huh? Fassbender, you pretty strong? Brennan, no, I just like to squirm a lot. Fassbender, laugh. Okay. Brendan, and then when they couldn't do that, Stephen, he dropped me, and then he started punching me and that. Fassbender, where was he punching you? Brendan, like in the face and the arm? Fassbender, did he lose his temper? Is that what happened? Brendan, yeah. Fassbender, was he swearing at you and stuff? Brendan, no. Shakes head, no. Fassbender, no. Was your mom there when Stephen was hitting you in the face? Brendan, yeah. Fassbender, what did she do? Brennan, she told him to stop. Fassbender, okay. Did he cause you to bleed at all? Brennan, no. He just gave me a few bruises. Oh, I'm so glad you stuck with me through this. It really does help me feel better. If we're having a problem to listen to this, just the reading, can you imagine? Ugh, that poor boy. Okay. If you didn't do the crime, you shouldn't do the time. Thank you guys so much for your support of Brendan and Stephen and our channel as well, keeping them in the light and keeping them safe. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you again soon, I hope, on Monday.